everybody. Happy Sunday. How y'all doing? Hello, hello. Okay, so we're going to get straight into it because I do have a lot of things to do. I can't, y'all know the same thing. I can't see. Hold on, let me turn this down real quick. Ooh, ooh, ooh. All right. Don't have a lot of things to talk about, but let me see. Let me pull my stuff up. Dismiss. Hey y'all. Hey. We made it another Sunday. We made it another week. So glad that y'all could make it. Okay. We are going to talk about who's that? A couple of things, okay? We're going to talk about the Diddy documentary. As I hook up my mic, give me a second. One moment, please. Uno momento, por favor. Uno momento. Hold on, hold on. Hey, y'all. Okay. What's up, Red Fox? Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday, happy Sunday, happy Sunday. We made it. We made it. Hello, happy Sunday, everybody. Come on in, come on in, come on in, come on in, come on in. Have y'all seen the Diddy documentary? What's up, Jeanette? Happy Sunday, boo. Happy Sunday. Jeanette, Red Fox, I know you saw it. Jeanette, have you seen the Diddy documentary? We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about Funky Dineva and Tamar. And we're going to talk about this video on TikTok that I saw where the girl traveled 3 hours, okay, to confront one of her commenters under her post. We're going to talk about that. All right, so let's get into it. Hey, y'all. Hey, come on in, come on in, come on in, come on in. Hey, 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 hey. Uh-oh. Y'all know I get the messing stuff up. No, I haven't. Okay. So today, I don't have any stories for y'all. This week has been calm. Now, I do have plenty of stories in the property management world. I could tell y'all stories for days. However, I'm protecting my job. Wine it is today. We giving a little shoulder action to little shoulder action today. But yes, we gonna dissect these things to the very, very rooter to the tutor. We going to the nitty gritty of all the things today. No, I haven't seen it yet. Girl, I do need to clean my glasses though. But okay, anyway, we just gonna proceed. Anyway, first things first. Okay, so the Diddy documentary. There was a documentary, if y'all haven't seen it, that came out on Netflix. It's called The Reckoning. I think it's called P. Diddy The Reckoning or Puff Daddy, whatever, because y'all know he went through a lot of names. Okay. And I'm gonna tell y'all my review of the whole thing. Okay. We are sipping Riesling and it's ghetto over here. It's very ghetto over here. Hit the like button, hit the like button. We are sipping wine out of a water bottle. Don't judge me, judge your mama. I had a sip of wine earlier today to celebrate some of my milestones. And then we kind of got through, but I'm going to show y'all what it is. We almost through, but the bottle is in here. But this is what we're drinking. Very good Riesling. If y'all have not tried this, I got it from Aldi's. Y'all know Aldi's is my spot. I don't know why this keeps crawling up like this. I'm trying to adjust. Okay, so the Diddy documentary. Like I said, I believe it was produced by 50 Cent. It was written by, I think her name is Alexandra, Alex somebody. Okay, my take on this, it was executed well. Okay, y'all know I'm a documentary lover. Love me some documentaries. It was very well done. The interviews were good. The shots that they were taking were very good. So let's dig a little deeper into the thing. So the only con, because I said overall it was good, the only con of the Diddy documentary I had was it wasn't enough. Okay, there's a couple people that I need to hear from. I don't know if y'all feel the same way, but I need to hear from a couple of people that just wasn't present. Um, he had childhood friends. They gave the background about Diddy, and here's the thing. This can take a while because it's a couple of things that I can pick apart in this documentary and just discuss. One of the things that started off with telling his childhood, okay, his background about his mom, Janice, and his dad. Something's in my eye. Bear with me for a second. Now, his dad was in the streets. He was more like a hustler. He was. I don't know about the pimp word. I want to add that on, but he had the pimp look. You know, he had the. It's something in my eye, y'all. I'm trying to. Y'all see it? There's something there. But anyway, he had the Frank Lucas coats. He was very lavish, very gaudy. He was that big dog. That's what his dad was. So he kind of emulated his dad in some of the things. Cause y'all know Puffy don't do anything slight. Okay, nothing small. So we can see that. And Janice had these parties where Puff and his friend had to perform in the middle of the living room or in the middle of a room, and they were, seen as, oh, do that dance, do that dance, do that dance, do it, and all of this added to who Puffy became because he was the center of attention, and he very much gives now narcissistic behavior. And if this thing gets in my, it's not my hair, y'all. It's not my hair. I wish y'all could see. I'm trying to talk about this, and okay, my eye won't let me be great. Um. Oh, so spoiler. Oh yes, yes. Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert. Thank you. Yeah, I'm about to tell it. I already know why it's in there. Shaking my head. So spoiler. Yes. Spoiler alert. Yes, she spoiled. I'm sorry. I should have said that. Thank you, Jeanette. So this is a spoiler alert, everybody. Okay. So if you haven't seen it, you don't want to listen to me right now, because I'm going deep diving. Don't listen. But anyway, it told you about his background and his childhood and all this other stuff and why he is the monster that he is today. It was 4 parts. Okay, it was a docu-series, so it was 4 parts to this series, and I'm hoping that there's going to be more. The only con side was that I needed more. I needed to hear, where's Umbrella Man, Farnsworth Bentley, where is he? Okay, I needed more. Okay, I need to go more in depth about the Tupac and Biggie situation. They're saying that allegedly he was responsible for their pew pews. Okay, nobody's surprised in my generation. I'm a millennial. We know what social media has said for years about Diddy and how he could have been responsible allegedly for their pew pews, their out of here's. Okay, a lot of people were surprised about that. I was not. I don't know if it's a generational thing, but I was not. Were y'all surprised, or are y'all surprised to hear that he was responsible, partially, maybe somewhere in there, for Tupac and Biggie's offing? Were y'all surprised? Are y'all surprised if y'all haven't watched the documentary? Okay, I'm not. So here's the thing. They built the character building. They did a great job. They just could have went a little bit further for me, and that's why I'm thinking there is going to be more parts, and I am hoping that there will be. There needs to be. It was done so well, but I would say even the narration, even the people who they did interview, good, right? My thing with that is, and I told Red Fox, I told him, I was like, this parenting, y'all know how I feel. I don't know why people don't see how some of their raisings of the children is going to affect them in the long run. I am, first of all, and then he used to hit allegedly, but not allegedly. I don't know when to say and when not, but we're going to say just save case, everything's alleged. I'm just reporting what was in the movie, okay? That he hit his mama. He slapped his mama. Could y'all imagine feeling so comfortable to slap your mama? Could you? Because I couldn't. That's the thing. I could not. So my thing is, there was a little relationship that mom and Diddy had that I ain't too sure about. I think we're missing that, and I wanted to dig a little deeper into what their relationship was like and ask some more people of the childhood, because they had some more childhood friends. I heard. I did hear they had some more childhood friends that could have spoken out about Diddy and what it was like when he was younger. Okay. um Ain't no more parts. Somebody said that 50 did allegedly kind of hint that there were going to be more parts. That's what I heard. That's what I heard. He dropped all of it. Well, at Red Fox, I'm just saying what TikTok said, that I looked at 50 Cent's Instagram. You know, I be on it. So I did go to his Instagram. I didn't see 50 Cent alluding that there might be more parts, but I just really wish there were. But okay, anyway. Do y'all think, with the information at hand, do y'all think that they could do anything additional to him after he's already been sentenced? Let me know, because I don't know nothing about the not judicial, but I just don't. I don't know about the sentencing and how that works. Can they reopen? Can they add to this case? Can they give him more time just from this documentary? Because the documentary wasn't so much surprising. What I did find surprising that nobody is talking about is that notorious, no, Notorious B.I.G., aka Biggie. B.I.G. stood for business instead of games. B.I.G. Did y'all know that? Business instead of games. I was yesterday years old, 45 years old, when I found out that acronym stood for business instead of games. Had no idea. Okay. I don't know if y'all did, but that's what BIG stood for. And Biggie didn't want to be with the SHITSs. He didn't want to do those things. He didn't want to go. He didn't want no beef with the West Coast. He didn't want no beef with Pac. He didn't want none of that. But guess who did? It was just, that part was just a little bit much, okay, for me, because to be a person that you can't stand to see others win and to have jealousy take over you that much that you don't want others to win, you need therapy. And then something is not right. So we know that, Diddy has this narcissistic behavior, and then he is this God complex. He has the God complex. He feels like which, I will say we all have God and goddesses in us, but to take over God and say, like, it's the attitude that goes along with how he felt. He was so much of God, and how, I don't know how to, his was toxic. Okay. He took it to the toxic level is what I'm saying. Red Fox said he just did a petty interview with ABC since they only at that in prison, and no, only if new evidence is presented. So, but is there no new evidence now with the other cases that are pending? Because the person who supposedly did shoot, was it Biggie, is locked up and he's going to trial or whatever. I think sometime next year. And Pac was bringing gangs together. Biggie and Pac were good friends. You could tell. Biggie and Pac were good friends just in the documentary. Like they cool. They were cool. It took that one person to try to come in between and create this wedge that wasn't even there to begin with. And that is so sad. So sad. Another part that I found in the documentary interesting, the jurors were trash. Okay, I'm gonna let y'all know that the jurors were trash. And I think the producers, they did a good job, and directors a good job, or casting did a good job of putting them in there, just those two. Because the jurors that they did show were jurors that were like, they selected y'all. And they thought this was fair. The one was of who, I don't know what his background was. He was brown. I don't know if it's Pakistani, Indian. I thought maybe of Indian descent, not really sure. But he was just like, oh, him and Cassie, they were just in love, going back and forth. It was just a back and forth type of thing. But when you think about, that's his response, it's kind of odd. It's really, really odd. In addition to that juror, we had another juror who was a younger black girl with a ponytail, who was a fan, but not a fan, but she was. And if you see the memes on TikTok, I just think it was just good that they chose those to see what was making the decision, if he was guilty or not. I thought they did a good job of it, because I said I would have never known. Let's see. I'm sure feds already had all that. The ears, the same idiots that be on social media, ESA saying the same shit folks saying. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So to me, the documentary was well done, but it could have been deeper. Like they didn't have Farnsworth Bentley, which I think he's honoring his NDA, and I think, in my opinion, he suffered so much and saw so much that he didn't even want no parts of this. Wasn't no money worth it. He already got his money. They probably paid him off because I'm sure he's seen a whole lot. A lot of people are saying, well, where's Jennifer Lopez? Where's Mary J. Blige? Where's Carisha? Why? Some people are just going to stay silent. All the things that were presented on that documentary for the names I just repeated, I really don't believe that it would be shocking to them. Okay, I don't. But I think they're trying to play it low key, and stay in the background till this brush is over. If and then for the essay part, I think it's an eyelash that went in there. Did I get it? I might have got it. For the essay part, for him, Diddy, to want somebody to do this right here, a man in a cup, and then have her drink it, too much for me. Absolutely too far. Okay. Too much for me. Did not like that. That's the only thing I was like, that's so gross. And again, that's just on the surface level. I'm sure it gets way, way worse than that. But anyway, the documentary overall was pretty good. I just think they could have delved a little deeper with certain things. And I saw the interview with Gene Deal, who was his bodyguard, who was talking about this way before the documentary came out. But I think he was talking about it before the court cases and everything, before his allegations. Gene Deal. So I saw him on the Art of Dialogue, and he was explaining how he was supposed to be on it, but him and the director, they, it was, he felt like she was trying to play him. She was pretty much trying to say that 50 don't have the decision for him to be on the show. So he was just like, well, I'm doing it for 50. So if you going to give me backlash, so pretty much they bumped heads. You going to give me backlash, I'm not doing this for you. I'm not going to kiss your A to be on this documentary. But he was supposed to be up there as well as Tim and Kirk. The two, I think that those were the names of the two that was up there. He was supposed to be up there as well. And he could have gave them more background onto the childhood things and just the security, because he saw so much. So it seemed like he was very disappointed. Gene Deal was, when I saw his interview today. And I think there could have been more pieces, but they said money wasn't an issue. So he was like, if money was an issue, he said his price. He was like 500K, I think. Was it 500K or 50K? It was either, I remember the number 5. So it was either 50K he was asking them for, or 500K. And it was like, cool, whatever. But then when he talked to the director, it was a whole nother story. So that's why Gene Deal, if y'all know who he is, wasn't up there according to what I saw on the Art of Dialogue today. Okay. Anyway, I'm not shocked except for the BIG thing. Other than that, it gets way, way worse, and he's not the only one. That's the sad part. And my thing is this, y'all. Woo, from the first one, just from the first one, the upbringing and the disrespect for women that you see what he, like I said, he smacked the shit out of his mama, is what they're saying. So if that, you think he did that once, and she don't seem like the mama who is on point and was just like the wholesome mother, and the mother who had her being a mother priority. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. And the crazy thing is, he came from Mount Vernon. Red Fox, you know what Mount Vernon is? I didn't know he came from Mount Vernon. And then also, we need to talk about some of the deaths that people are associating him with, or what. It was, I needed more. Okay? I needed more. That's all I'm saying. I needed more. Netflix made a statement, said no one got paid for the interviews. Huh? That ain't what, you believe that? He probably didn't do it because legally I don't think they could pay any. Really? I don't know. I can't see anybody putting themselves out there like that and they not promise them, even if it's off the books or something. I can't see them just voluntarily putting themselves out there against somebody who they know don't mind often. I can't unless money was on the line. I can't. There's no way. So even if that is illegal or not, you know these celebrities will do some illegal stuff, the good and the bad ones. Okay, that's just that's my opinion. I you really think they didn't get paid for that Red Fox? You really think that? Huh? Ain't no way. I'm sure there was some under the table action. Okay, that's all I'm saying. Somebody got some money because you have to be protected. Some kind of stuff to come out like that because everybody's scared because they know what. I mean, they heard the trial. They heard the trial, so everybody's gonna be kind of nervous to speak. But if you put a little dangle, a little, and it wasn't no little. I doubt it was a little amount of money. Mm-mm. Is it Mount Vernon in New Jersey? I think Mount Vernon. I don't think so. I thought Mount Vernon was like the outskirts, still considered New York. But he was raised. Mount Vernon is like it's more. My godfather is from Mount Vernon. I was born in Brooklyn, but my godfather used to live, and I don't really remember it, but he was well to do. Okay, Godfather was well to do. So I think Mount Vernon is like the suburbs, very nice and kind of. So Puffy had that background, but to see how he turned out because of just wanting to be on top all the time. And the thing is, y'all, you cannot. So this takes me into my point. Y'all have to learn like jealousy. We've talked about this before. Can jealousy be a good thing? Can jealousy, is it just a bad thing? And I think there's a healthy level of jealousy where you see it to push you further to do more, but not to knock somebody out their spot because there's room for everybody at the top. And I think a lot of people are not getting this. They're not understanding. There's a lot of room at the top. Okay. I'm not competing with nobody but myself. because because there's room for everybody. There's not one person in my property management industry or on YouTube or whatever I do that I'm like, oh, I'm trying to knock them out their spot. No, I'm trying to be the best version of myself. That's what I'm trying to be. So I think that that's when it becomes unhealthy, when all you want is to knock people off. To get jealous because somebody is talented than you, well, you feel is more talented or get more attention, is insane. So all men and women who are watching this, there's no need to knock anybody off because they're getting more attention than you or they're more skilled in another area than you are. Okay. We know that Tupac and Biggie's rapping style is not the same as Diddy's. We know that. Do we not? We knew that. And Pac was very, like they said in the document, very likable. Okay. Very likable. And speaking of likable, I didn't realize what Diddy looked like in the past. Them teeth, thank God. Mm, them right there. Thank God he got them fixed. Okay. But yeah, and he was known as, but that's the thing. Even in our everyday life, that's one thing that I will say. Men who aren't used to getting women can't get women, and then they make it big, and now they can get the baddest or women of a different level. They forget where they came from. It needs to be some level of humbleness that, honey, money helped you out. You wasn't always that dude, that guy, but they have that complex. And then, like, even in the documentary where he's going after women who are already in relationships, whether it be an acquaintance, a friend, or whoever, he did not care. If you had them and he wanted them, he was going to go get them. That is a dangerous, dangerous man. Just because he couldn't in the past, but it's a complex. It's here. It's mental. I couldn't get him back then, but I got all this money and I can get him now. That's some healing that he needs to do, and he hasn't done it yet. He hasn't. Just like, and take Puffy out the conversation. It's plenty of people that I've gone to school with or that I've worked with, and now, they get to a certain level and they feel like, oh, they that dude. And then they just start mistreating women. just because they can, because they couldn't even get them women before. But it seems like if you couldn't get them before, you would know how to treat them. But that's not what happens. You get them, you get real comfortable, and you feel like I got one, I can get them all. I get this one, I get. And unfortunately, in his case, it. Now, before I go on, I'm gonna tell y'all what I have an issue with. This is getting on my nerves so bad. Like, okay. So I was talking to one of my exes about it, right? And I was like, "Did you see the documentary?" Da, 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 da. And he was like, "No." And it's a lot of them like this. I'm not watching it. I refuse to watch it. I said, "Oh." Immediately, it's a little unrest in my spirit. Why was that? Why y'all think? Because I said this deserves a conversation. You're not gonna watch the documentary, and I know he watches all the things, all of the things. Why are you not watching the documentary? And you know what? For all the men and women who are saying I refuse to watch and support that, you know what I believe? I believe there's something in Diddy that agrees with your spirit because you've done something similar, the exact thing, or you would do it. Because the condoning of anything that he's done is a little odd for me. So, yes, I did have that conversation because a lot of people on TikTok are like this too. Like, I'm not watching that. And 50 is a freaking, what they call him? What do they call a troll? Well, he is a troll, but and he just went too far. This is petty. How? Okay, and he can't go too far in certain things, but this was a beneficial go too far because if you giving people a voice and you making money off of it, okay, but still, why would you be so gun ho about not watching the documentary and not have a valid reason because you saying all he was a freak? I said, I'm a freak. I would never. And that's what y'all got to understand. No, it wasn't just that Diddy was a freak. Are y'all, what is wrong with y'all? Huh? What is the problem? It wasn't that he was just a freak. Do y'all know the other? I know what a freak is. And some freaks go a little further, but freak it still has boundaries. You're not his freakiness also domestic violence. Y'all know I don't play that. So he beat women. He drugged women. So I was like, wait a minute. Wait. Just a freak. So do you have to drug women to get your freakiness on? You think that's okay? Like I don't get the men that are defending him and like, oh, and I was like, yes. Only thing I can say is some of these victims probably were, you know what I'm saying, doing it for fame or doing it promising that they would get fame, promising they would get money, a deal, whatever. I get that part. And that's the part that I say like, no, that's wrong. And still it's gonna come back on Diddy because even if that's wrong, you drugging people, you're beating people, like you're doing things that you shouldn't be doing. And I don't know if he did minors. I felt like he did, but he didn't get charged for that. I don't know about that part. I'm not sure about that part. Let me see. That money make them treat that money make them treat him a certain way. They on the same type of time probably. There was nothing he did that was too far. That's the same ones that was saying Cassie wasn't innocent. Exactly. So fuck her getting her ass beat. Well, they didn't charge him. Just because it ain't no charge don't mean he didn't and F that video footage. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't get it. I'm like, did you see? But this is the part when I said that it was kind of like silence. Because people are finding parts of it and just saying, oh, he's take that y'all just want to take a black man down type of thing. It doesn't matter if that man was Asian. Do you understand? Doesn't matter. If he's wrong, he's wrong. Call it out. Doesn't matter what the race is. I have a problem. Like, what are we defending here? That's not okay. He's a bad person. And if you can find anything, like even in these moments, there's nothing that I can say that's like, or I feel comfortable. Even if I had good things to say about him, I don't think now's the time. I don't even feel comfortable saying it. Yes, he did. He made some hit. Matter of fact, I can say this. He made some hits that I love. He made some music that I absolutely love. Some of my favorite songs. That's what I can say. And even then, why am I acknowledging that right now? That's not what's on the table. But I can say that. So for anybody who's defending this and saying, "Oh, well, some of this was you trying to say it wasn't consensual," what in your mind is triggering you to be defensive? What in your mind is triggering you to be defensive? It's very much giving something that ain't healthy. That's not a good thing. So on TikTok they're doing that. They're getting very defensive about the things, and I'm just like, it's not cool. And this is why I say, like, y'all got to be careful. Read people's spirits, pick up on things. Do not ignore red flags, because some people will tell on themselves and don't even know they're telling on themselves. But don't even just ignore it. Make them have those conversations and be like, hey, and maybe they don't. Hold on. Maybe they don't realize what they're saying is wrong. Maybe they don't. Help them to have that conversation and see what exactly, why do you feel like that was okay for you to say, or why do you feel like you have to be defensive? Just have those conversations. But yeah, a bad person is a bad person. And again, what I will never change, I don't like bad people, intentionally bad people. And even 5-6 days, they have footage, Jeanette, you didn't see it, they have footage, Jeanette, of him before he was about to go, okay, and get locked up before his sentencing, and he was still trying to tell his legal team, y'all y'all need to tighten up. Y'all need to do something different because I'm not looking good. I'm not looking good. Not verbatim, not words verbatim. I'm summarizing, but that's pretty much what he was saying. Like, y'all need to come up with something, but y'all got to go harder. I'm not looking good. Y'all need to go on TikTok. Y'all need to go on YouTube. Y'all need to go on Instagram. And y'all need to go ahead and paint this narrative. And y'all still out here defending somebody who clearly, y'all are the ones that need to watch the documentary so you can see how he was defending himself doing wrong. But that's probably something you do, isn't that right? Red flag. Red flag. But yeah. Red Fox said, "What? Just because you shouldn't have to drug someone to have sex with him." And that's what I'm saying. Y'all are sick. Y'all are sick. A couple of things. You do not have to drug somebody to be with them. You don't have to get them intoxicated. You don't have to get them high. If you got to do it, they don't want you. You just go with somebody else where you don't have to do anything. And I do feel like I've said this before in a lot of relationships. I've had homegirls that their boyfriends or whoever they talk to are like their weed suppliers or whatever. And they stay high so much that when they come down, they realize they don't even like that person. Or if you got to always stay intoxicated, y'all better pay attention to be with somebody or whatever. Try, like, no, you need no drugs, no alcohol, nothing, and just be with that person. And you will really see what exactly are you dealing with. Okay? What exactly are you liking? You will see. And I do think that in our society it's so seen as just we having fun, we're having a good time. But no, it's masking. It's hiding stuff, y'all. It's hiding stuff. And if you feel like that's what you have to do to be with somebody, you don't need to be with that person, my dude. Like, absolutely not. Absolutely not. The problem is that standard operating procedures, SOP for the industry. I believe that. And that's the industry. But even if you get out the industry, even in real life, like I said, I've had homegirls who literally said, if they ain't high with that person, smoke it, like it's and everybody has traumas. Everybody has traumas. Like, even in that situation, Cassie had traumas. Cassie was looking for something. She was looking to probably better her family and all that other stuff. Not even saying that putting up with that SHIT was right, because y'all know I feel like, honey, I've left hey, for way less. Okay? Put up with what for how long? I can guarantee, and they say never, but I can guarantee it wouldn't have been me. And but then again, I wasn't in that situation, so I don't want to say that. But just knowing who I am as a person and what tribe I have, She might not have had the same tribe. She might not have had people who was gonna call and ask every 30 minutes, what you doing? Where you at? I do. Okay, I do. Something up, I do. They hear something in my voice. Why you sound like that? What's going on? You good? And I'm telling, no, I'm not. Like, you know what I'm saying? So everybody has different things, and I understand that. But I just think that it's just so sad. Any woman who is going through something where you feel like you can't get out. I told them on TikTok today, some girl was saying something. Oh, it wasn't even that serious. She was like, her situation was, I'm about to move in with a man. What advice would y'all give? And of course everybody was saying, don't. Well, she already said she was moving in. So I'm not gonna say don't, even though that would be my advice. But I said make sure you have your own money in the bank, your own car, and make sure you don't put your name on that lease. Okay? If that's his place and you're going to his place, do not put your name on the lease. So whenever anything goes to the left or to the right that you don't like, well, the right is right. So we'll say anything goes to the left, you can get your SHIT together and you can leave. And I think a lot of women don't hear those conversations and aren't told that. Always be able, but I find it very important for men and women to be very much independent before they enter these relationships. Because if you're codependent, it keeps you in relationships a little bit longer than what you need to be or that you want to be. And you can't leave. You done alienated your family. You done did all these things. Have your own. If you are gonna get these, just have your own. Okay. I don't care if they said they can pay all your bills and they can do all these things. That's great. Super. Love to hear it. So that means if you get on downtimes, okay, maybe they can help out. But you still better be looking and make sure that you get right back on your feet. And it's not even a power thing. I said make sure that you're in control of your life. Whether you're with somebody or not. Can't nobody control your life better than you can. So you can hear that talking and all that they, oh, it sounds so great to not work. Who don't want to not work? That sounds amazing. Have I got that? Have I heard this before? I have. And if I would have listened, baby, if I would have listened to that man who was like, oh, you can start working, I can yeah, AMF, we will, cause what the F you sound that like, it's crazy. So Diddy, the documentary on Diddy, I thought was done pretty good. Okay, now on to one of my favorites. Okay, so on to this. If y'all don't know, Funky Dineva, who at the door, Scooby? That's who's there. Anyway, Funky Dineva and Tamar Braxton. Okay, y'all know. I don't know if y'all know about this. Jeanette, have you heard about this? Red Fox, I know you haven't. If y'all haven't heard, Funky Dineva and um, Tamar is Tony Braxton's sister. She branched from being a backup singer for Tony to her own career. And we know her first from being on the Braxton show. Get out my window, Scooby. I'm going to tell you this. I am not in the celebrity world. Okay. I'm just Godiva Empress in the YouTube doing what I do over here. I'm not connected to none of them. Okay. From what I see, my personal perspective, and I'm gonna tell y'all what happened. My personal perspective is Funky Dineva is a YouTuber. That's how I know him. And I don't know what he did previously. I know the podcast inside of him. And I know when he was on TGIF. And I really liked him. Even though some people say he has a past of doing different things. Cool. We all got past, right? As far as the personality he presents, I like him. I like Funky. I've never liked Tamar. Tamar is very obnoxious. She is very, but doesn't give, like she was raised like that, right? It could be her, but it's so over the top. It's so extra, okay? I'm a suburban girl, right? But I do F with hood people. I'm very well versed. And I get, how sometimes you can turn it on, turn it off. Hers is just so over the top. And It doesn't seem genuine. And y'all know, if in real life, if she wasn't a celebrity and she went to my regular high school, she would be the girl that I would not like, and she would not like me. I would shake up every demon, even though she's a PK kid. I think she's a pastor's kid. But even though she's that, there's some authenticity that's lacking big time on her part. She's way over the top, and then she does all of this, but I really don't think she got this, them hands. You know what I'm saying? So it's one of the things, it's like, girl. And then she is the baby. I'm the only child. So, I'm used to all the attention, and I don't even act like that. But however she was raised has something to do with her currently now. Going back to Diddy. Watch how y'all raising these children. I don't know what they did to her to make her feel like she is bigger than and larger than life, but that's how she feels. All eyes on me. When your family have accused you of effing their men, okay? And you are also getting accused of effing a husband that was on one of the reality shows. Like, your reputation ain't looking too good, baby. You're looking a little loose. All right. And I already didn't like it. And like I said, I don't see what they see in her. Because just from the show alone, I was good for a couple episodes. And after that, I didn't make it past. I was like, uh-uh. Mm-mm. In real life, we wouldn't. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. No, absolutely not. But anyway, Funky Dineva and Tamar, they were friends, okay? And an issue happened where she woke up in a pool full of blood, supposedly, after they had gone out for a birthday party. Her and Funky that went to a birthday party. She woke up in a pool of blood. And what happened was, everybody was like, oh, God, what happened? What happened? What happened? What happened? Nobody knew what happened. And Tamar gave a story that nobody believed. And she didn't defend Funky Dineva that night, when she went in the hotel before she woke up in the hotel in her house. He didn't go inside. But now all the details are coming out, whatever, whatever. Anyway, long story short, I believe Funky. Okay? That's my stance. That's my opinion. Because first of all, her story does not match up. And that ain't even the first. The first is, I don't like your personality. That's number one. Because after I determine if you for me or you ain't, honey, the rest is, you can forget it. Either I'm on your side or I'm not. There's no in between with Miss Empress at all. And she ain't never been nothing I'll be friend. Nothing I want to work with, nothing. But the way she threw him under the bus, she didn't back him up. She didn't like reassure everyone that no, he had nothing to do with this, none of that. She didn't do that. That's not a friend. That's not a friend. And the way they talk about allegedly that she was effing Mendices, Yandy's man. Ah. Woo! Yeah, she's a PK. Her mom and dad are preachers. Okay, thank you, Jeanette. So she's a pastor's kid. She's a pastor's kid. Ooh, ooh, ooh. What does that mean? Okay. Mm-mm. Them preacher children be a whole problem. Most preacher kids are a problem, but not all of them. And that's all I'm saying. Okay. Again, church girly here. Most of them pastors' children, them deacons' children, okay, are a problem because they feel like they have something to prove when they get older. Like, nah, I ain't goody goody. You know what I'm saying? I ain't goody goody like y'all think I am. They have to act up to become normal, like their peers. They don't want to be under microscope. It's cool when they're younger, but as they get older, and then again, Tamar is the baby. I don't care for her. And I don't understand. And I like T.S. Madison. I like Funky. And I don't understand why they like her. Why I don't know why they would befriend that. Like, these are red flags you can see before you even befriend her. My spirit would be like, it would say no. I don't know why. And so, lesson, okay? The lesson is, be careful who you associate with, okay? Especially at the age of 30 and up, 35 in my case, 45. Be careful who y'all associate with. We need to be a little bit more particular. And what I tell y'all, not just relationships, but also in friendships, y'all better stop ignoring them red flags. Do you understand? Stop ignoring them red flags. Because to me, and then even if he was still giving her a chance, said he would love, he just want to hold her, and he still wants to be her friend. Absolutely not. Be what? You think I would want to befriend you after you done what? You ain't have my back. That's not a friend. So still, you ain't getting the lesson. You not no. You're not a friend. Y'all take that turn. Y'all take that friend term too lightly for me, but that's your business. Let's see. PSA: the Carolina Panthers are now officially tied for number one spot in the NFC South. Word. Carolina Panthers officially tied for the number one spot. Woo woo! Keep pounding. Go Panthers, go. Tamar gets into it with her siblings all the time. All the time, Jeanette. All the time. All the time. And I get it. Out of all the siblings, though, none of them are perfect. We know that. Okay. I'm not saying Tawanda is better than Tamar. I'm not saying who is the other sister? What's the one with the weird accent? My favorite one passed. She was my favorite one. I'm sad about that. That was my favorite one. Y'all know why? She was the most down to earth. She was the realest. I hate fake stuff. I hate it. But yeah, what I'm saying with that is y'all make sure y'all pick y'all friends wisely. And all of us, like even me, I have not always been the person to pick friends that really benefit me and catapult me to another level. Okay, it took me late 30s and stuff to realize that somebody don't have my best interest. Some friends, I used to have friends that would encourage me to talk to men that I know I shouldn't have been with. And they, knowing me, they should know that I could do better than that. But they still encouraging me to, oh no, talk to him, do this. Not, that's not, pay attention and listen. Escuchen to what these people are saying about you in front of you and behind your back. And I just feel like I said, I side with him. I just think it's unfortunate. She wouldn't have a chance to be my friend again. I want to do what? I want to hug her. I don't want to do nothing. What I do want to do is punch her in the damn face. What I do want to do is never talk to her ass again. Oh, my first cuss word of the night. Okay. That's it. That's it. That's all. You cross me like that, and people are like, "Oh my God, she woke up in a pool of blood," and you are my friend, and you gonna be like, and you don't have my back when I be like, I don't know what happened because I know that you upstairs cheating, but you don't, and I don't even tell your secret. I don't even tell it, and that's another thing. Okay, so there was this post on TikTok saying, and this is just a little fun corner right here. Okay, I want to ask y'all this. Red Fox, Jeanette, y'all listening? This is a little fun corner right here. I'm gonna ask y'all. Tracy, yes, that was my baby. Okay, love Tracy, loved her. That would be the one I hang out with. Looking at her sisters like, girl, what the hell wrong with them? Tracy, that was my baby. That's why you got the best bestie, right? So there was a post, Red Fox, Jeanette. There was a post, and it said, if my friend, okay, cheats on her man, I'm going to tell her man. Would y'all? If your friend, your closest best friend, is cheating on their partner, you're going to go tell the partner that your friend is cheating? Let me tell y'all something. That's why I say, what kind of friendships do y'all have? We know cheating is not ideal. It never is. We know that, but cheating goes on, and we know this has been going on for years. We know this. However, okay, what is your friendship code? Red Fox said that's messy. If Red Fox, my friend was cheating on his on his home girl, on his girlfriend, I'm gonna tell, especially if she a good girl, I'm gonna tell Red Fox on the side, like, bruh, you tripping. Why would you cheat on her like that? Why are you doing this? Like, she's a good girl. Just get out the relationship, bro. Like, don't do that to that girl. Don't do that. But if you think I'm gonna go back and tell the girl that Red Fox is cheating on her, ain't no way. That ain't nothing. First of all, my loyalty lies with, I don't know that girl. My loyalty lies with him. Friendship code is not gonna allow me. I can't be friends with y'all. I cannot. Because have I been in situations like that? Yes. Yes, I have. I've been involved. I've seen it, all that. I ain't never had no friend. Because first of all, in my mind, men gonna cheat anyway. And I know. Not all of y'all. Not all of y'all. Majority of y'all are. So what I look like going to tell my friend's man that she cheating, knowing that he already doing it or going to? That's crazy. Friendship code. What would y'all tell it? Now, I'm not gonna lie for you. I had to leave those so-called friends alone because I had found out that they were talking about me behind my back. Yeah, you don't want no friends that's talking behind your back. And the crazy thing is, sometimes you don't even know it until it's too late, Jeanette. But I'm glad that you leave them friends alone because that's what you got to do. It ain't no, oh, I mean, everybody messes up and everybody get a chance, and that who get a get a chance with who? I get one life to live. There are plenty more friends that I could make if I wanted to. You think I'm gonna give you a chance when you're not even loyal to me? Like, what is going on? And you talking junk behind me? You're not a friend. You don't need no more signs. If I hear something come back and be like, oh, well, your homegirl told me, excuse me, I might address her and be like, why did you say da 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 on my way out the door? Or I might not say nothing else and be on the way out the door. One or the other. But I don't do that. Because whatever I say behind your back, I can say to your face. So people who talk behind, I don't like that. Don't, don't, don't. I would do the same thing if my friend or family members, that's their wrong. Usually, if they tell the other, they low key trying to F them anyway. That's how I feel. That's how I feel. Because why in the world would I go and tell the girl? Like, why would I do that? Why would I tell the man, not the girl? Why would I go tell the man unless I want him to see me in a good light? He was like, oh, yeah, for real. Well, you know what? Shoot, since she already effing up, what's up? Both of them grimy, if you ask me. But anyway, tighten up. Um, Another thing is the last thing that I need to talk about is this TikTok video. Another one. Okay, y'all. So I don't know what happened under the comment section on TikTok, but there's a lesson here. Y'all don't know who's behind these keyboards. That's lesson number one. Some of y'all gonna have to pipe down. So it was a lady on TikTok, and some gentleman made a comment under her video that she did not like. It must have been very offensive. To this day, I don't think anybody knows what the comment was. Whatever it was, that gentleman commented under her video. She went to detective mode, investigative mode, and she found out where he worked and drove 3 hours to his job to confront him and ask him for an apology. Listen, y'all better stop being these keyboard gangsters because it's two lessons here. Um, who did the most? Both of them. First of all, I don't even know what his comment was, but you guys do not know what everybody is going through when y'all going back and forth and saying these crazy ass comments and talking about people's family members and talking about them. You have no idea where their mental is. These parasocial relationships really got y'all effed up. Thinking that y'all can just say whatever, whatever, until somebody like, oh, girl drives 3 hours because she had the time and confront you. Did her research and found out where you worked and popped up to the job. Y'all need to be careful in these streets. Y'all keep playing and thinking that y'all could be big, 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 bad, bad, bad. Don't do that with everybody. You better choose your words and your comments lightly. Like choose them. Well, anyway, you better pay attention. Everybody ain't sane. Okay. Some people are on medications for all kinds of disorders. And y'all have no idea. And y'all just chancing to say this. Y'all better be careful because she sure did. I don't know if she got the apology or not, but I know she showed up and she recorded it at his job. So a lot of people on TikTok are like, she's dead wrong for showing up to that man's job and da da da. And she was dead wrong. But how wrong was she? If he said something to offend her, she could do whatever she wants to. And I don't know how I'm gonna respond. I don't know what he said. I don't know. Y'all need to be just a little bit more mindful that social media will get some of y'all effed up. There's been a time or two where I'm like, girl, chill out. You don't know me. Not saying because I ain't driving no 3 hours. I don't think so. I don't know what the comment was. But to do all, I don't know. I don't know. Y'all have to be careful out here. Y'all think y'all know people and y'all say stuff and y'all don't be knowing them and what they're capable of. And that's in real life or social media. This one eyelash, I'm going to get it after I get off this live though. Did all that for what? Crazy. She can easily get effed up for that. People take those online comments to the head too much. If these social media, it's these if these let people pull up on me after comment, I got a comment for you. Pew pew. I mean, yeah, but same thing. But even then, what if somebody says something about your mama that was really extreme and they threaten you? You not gonna try to find out where they at? You not gonna try. So who's to say? That's why I said just watch what you saying. If somebody threatening your kids, saying what they gonna do, and they know your address and all that, you ain't gonna pull up on them. You might. Everybody just needs to be mindful that we don't know who is behind these keyboards. We don't know. Prime example. We don't know. Majority of these folks be straight trolls, wanting rage bait. Now look at you. A whole t-shirt. Exactly. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Y'all gotta be careful. Y'all gotta be careful. These people are crazy. But yeah, it's just the world we live in is just it's a whole different time, whole different vibe that we live in, and y'all just like I'm saying, y'all just gotta be real careful. Whether it be both of them to me were in the wrong. I'm not gonna say I can't tell her, that I feel like yeah she was wrong, but he was wrong for whatever he said. Both of them was wrong. I say both of them was. Watch your mouth. Don't get too big and bad. Y'all don't know. And at the same time, oh girl, like calm down. But again, she had time. She unemployed. She said, "Oh what? Oh I'm unemployed. I got all day to find your IP address. Found his IP, pulled up real quick, and recorded it and put it on TikTok. And y'all got to understand that we in the world of social media, so people are gonna do these things for um likes, like it's going too far. Last thing is another TikTok was. Do y'all remember the girl who I don't know if y'all remember this, who was crying on TikTok about her husband leaving her, and this is the moment she knew he wasn't into her and they went on vacation, and she videoed him just not paying her attention. She was like he was paying attention to all the other girls but he wasn't paying attention to her. I think her name is Kiki. Well, honey, Kiki is on TikTok again saying that For all the people who sent her a GoFundMe, she's willing to reimburse y'all because she did take advantage a little bit. Like she went and got a house. She said she asked for money for rent, and the rent I think was 1,600. I don't know how much y'all raised, but I think y'all raised more than 1,600. And she knows that she took advantage because she's with him. And she said, I was gaslit and now my eyes are open and I see he really don't want me. I'm so sorry. I will refund the money that y'all gave me because now I see. I was blind, but now I see. Y'all fell for that shit. Y'all deserve to have y'all money taken. Out of all the people that y'all could donate money to, y'all gonna give money to a person who just faked the whole, like, what? Y'all are weird. Y'all do some stuff that's just so weird. That ain't out of all the people I could donate money to, which I never do online. It wouldn't have been her. It would have been her, and y'all are so odd. And a lot of people are like, no, you were in your emotions. It's okay. It's all right. Give me my money back. Run me my coin. It's not all right. Give me my coin. I would want my money. Understanding of what? Girl, I donated because I thought you was in a relationship that was very abusive in some type of way, and I donated. And then I found out that you done got a house that he done came in the house along with you. Run me my coin back. I don't understand y'all. Um, yeah, I don't get it. But yeah, this and then the thing is that's the relationship piece, right? So here's the relationship piece because y'all love a little toxic relationship. Another thing, talking about these toxic relationships. Anyway, get out of them. If y'all into like, it's a certain age. If you I can't even be around people like who support like it's a huge distance. I have some friend. Do I have a friend who like her talk? She does. There's a little distance there because is it clear that I don't support that? Absolutely. Would she ask me to do something in that toxic relationship? Absolutely not, because she knows I'm not for it. Y'all need to don't be in them, number one, and stop supporting them damn toxic relationships. I don't care. I'm not doing that. She already know I'm like, girl, stop hitting on that man. She like to be abusive to her men, and they love getting beat on. And y'all know I'm not with that. I tell men and women, keep your hands to yourself. That's something we don't talk very often because, girl, what are you doing? She's currently not in one. Thank God. Currently not. But yeah, I would never condone that. Not me. It's not all right to take advantage of people. It's so wrong. Me and you got a toxic relationship. Sips Club. Whatever. We do not have a toxic relationship, Beth. Me and Red Fox do not have a toxic relationship. Our relationship is gonna look probably weird to the outside, but not right now, currently, because right now it ain't nothing really going. Like it ain't toxic. Can it be? Yeah, but right now it ain't toxic. He's single. I'm single. If I'll go on dates or whatever. But we're friends at the end of the day. He works. That's what he does. That's not toxic. Now if we added anything else into it and have stipulations and say maybe, but right now we're not. Can I be toxic at times? I can be. Right now I'm not being toxic. He said I ain't gonna say nothing. Go ahead and say something. Go ahead and say something. What's toxic currently? What we got this toxic currently? We ain't been toxic in forever. Like to me, we talked about this. Ain't nobody crossing no boundaries or no lines or nothing. We ain't crisscross applesauce and nobody. Toxic is if we agree on our friendship or whatever, that's fine. Toxic is if we getting people involved and all that. We ain't got that. We ain't got that. I don't hit on you. You don't hit on me. I don't verbally abuse you. You don't verbally abuse me. What's toxic? Like to the eye. Like, oh no, nah, if folks are involved, it's been about a week. Now, like my mouth gets slick, but we know what we said is yes, my mouth does get slick, especially when I'm drinking. Now, when I'm drinking, yes, I will say how I feel, and I'll get a little. I might, say a thread or two. That's with drinking. That's if oh y'all. So it was my home. Did I tell y'all it was my homegirl birthday? I didn't tell y'all. It was my friend birthday. Okay, Alyssa. And I got lit. Oh, I didn't see y'all. I got lit because she the friend, the Scorpio. Okay, she the friend. We are guaranteed to get wasted. All right, so got wasted and had a good time. We went out real late though. Where we went, it wasn't a lot of people, so it was cool. We had fun. And I called, excuse me, best friend. I called Red Fox, and I pretty much cussed him out. And I think that's where he was talking about the toxicity. I don't feel like it was toxic because I was inebriated. I was drinking. Um, and when you drink, you do say things you mean, but sometimes it's intensified and it's just very, very extra. And I was very, very extra. I was. That's what he's talking about. I get what you're saying, Red Fox. Okay, I get it. I said because I thought I had heard his voice on one of her homegirls' phone she had on speakerphone. And I was like, dang. And she kept saying his name is Jay. And da da da. And I was like, hold on. It sounds just like him. And I was like, he ain't telling me like nothing. We supposed to be friends. So that's when I cussed him out. Like, hold on. I will be, what I'm saying? I did. I did. In real life, Red Fox knows. Like for real, I'm cool. I'm not gonna abuse or do anything like that. Stop laughing, Jeanette. Stop laughing, Jeanette. He says, oh no, that was 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago. Okay. 2 weeks ago. I don't know what you're talking about. If it wasn't the Alyssa thing, what are you talking about? Anyway, I'm not. Listen, I'm not about to go there with you. Red Fox be trying to, and I don't care. He trying to say something, Jeanette. I don't know what exactly he's saying or how he said. We not you. So you telling the people I'm toxic, huh? Red Fox, you saying I'm toxic right now, currently, like, and I. The thing is, okay, this is what I'm telling Red Fox, and I think this is what he's talking about. Okay, so I think what he's talking about, he said 2 weeks ago. It might have been said I said something that I was gonna do to him or something. I don't know. I might have did a little threat or something. I don't know. I don't know. It was a. I don't know. It wasn't a real threat though. You know what I'm saying? I was like, even though I said that, I don't mean that. Like you're my best friend. It's cool. Like you know what I'm saying? It wasn't that. And I did that sober. I did. I did a little cutesy little ooh da 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 da. But and I was sober then when I said it. The thing is, whether you're a friend or if I'm in a relationship with you or whatever, I get a little. a little possessive. You know what I'm saying? Like I just be trying to create boundaries and make sure everybody knows where we stand. Even in a friendship, this is where we stand. Okay, whether I'm effing you or not, this is where we stand. So I'm saying for him, I'm like, you can do whatever, whatever. I'm trying to hook Red Fox up with somebody that he can have a baby with, and then I want to be the godmama. He not really feeling that. I don't understand why I can't be the, what I'm saying? Like, so that's kind of like, I'm cool. I think he should be a daddy. Go ahead and get you somebody and then whatever. But he ain't cooperating at all. That's the part that y'all just don't want to know our business in that sense because it gets real weird. But I don't get it. Like somebody I could be cool with. I was like, I could have a homegirl. Like, don't you think that's cool, Jeanette? Yes. He said she trying to pimp me out. I am not trying to pimp him out. I want him to be in a relationship and have a baby with somebody. And I want to be, because I'm not having no kid. I want to be like, okay, cool. I'm the godmama. I can see the baby and all that other stuff. And then your baby mama, my homegirl. Like, what's wrong with that? It ain't no sister wife shit, because I ain't effing you. You know what I'm saying? That's her job. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Y'all could do all that. I just want, oh, the baby, ooh, and I'll babysit. Y'all go on y'all date nights, which Red Fox don't go on dates, so y'all can have y'all Netflix and chill nights, and I watch the baby at my house. You know what I'm saying? See, Jeanette said that's cool. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He don't get the assignment. Like, get it popping. Get your ass together, and then I told him I even hook him up. He just, I don't know. He don't want to cooperate. Jeanette said I'm done with having kids. Okay, done. Mm-mm. I told y'all the only exception if that mug was rich and put money in the account just to have the baby. That would be it. I'm seeing that in my account and putting it somewhere real nice. And it's, that's it. Any other way, it's not happening. I saw a lady that was, the man was 63 and she was 55 and she was pregnant. And we thought it was a prank. It was on TikTok. We thought it was a prank. I said, man, ain't no way in. Just thinking about it makes my heart just. Anyway, I do. Speaking of not having no more kids, I'm finna have a girls trip, and it's gonna be in a little while. It's gonna be this month, and I've never went live. I don't know how she feels about it, but I probably will or take some footage of us going wherever the hell we going. I gotta find out what's going on. It's up north, but yeah, I'm gonna probably do some vlogging. I haven't done vlogging in a while, so I think I'll do that for you guys. That should be fun, and this is gonna be a nice little girls' time and all that good stuff. I told her just give me the egg. That's the toxic part. He said he just give me the egg and we'll have a surrogate. And then I'm not doing that because that ain't benefiting me. Absolutely not. I need the home girl. I need the whole girl, and then you need the home girl too. I don't know what he got going on. I went live with her last time. I don't remember that. It ain't no live with her. I didn't, unless I deleted it. I don't remember going live with her at all. I must have deleted it. Oh, I gotta look. It's not in my history. Oh, I did. I deleted it because it wasn't good quality because I was lit. But yeah, this time I'll make it count. You can still get the homegirl. Why the homegirl gotta be my baby mama? Cause it's two birds in one stone. You get the child, I get the friend. I get the homegirl. Like I told you that already. What do you mean? What do you mean? Yes, your baby mama can be one of my friends. That's what I'm saying. Like, you need to get on your job. Get off the road, put some clothes on, some smell good, and then get out in them streets and get you a baby mama, aka a friend for me. You're not doing your job. You was hella drunk and more toxic that night. Absolutely. Okay, I'm about to get off this live. Cause me and Red Fox telling our business. But see, that's that. Like I said, we've been free. We besties. Okay. Like I said, we in our own lane now. Don't try to figure me out. Don't try to figure me out. We in our own lane. Yes, I have a guy best friend. Yes, I want him to have a girlfriend and a baby mama that he gets pregnant that I like and I want to be friends with. And then I could just be like the godparent, and she cool with that. I don't see what the problem is. But Red Fox is having a hard time. He either gonna get with it or he ain't. But more than likely he gonna get with it. We gotta see how this pans out. Cause he want a baby. I want a baby to look at. I got grands, but they big kids. Now my youngest about to be 2, my youngest grand. Get another baby in the in the circle, in the family. Get another, we call it family. Friends, family, that's what we call it. So yeah, what yeah, another one. They got the playmates already set up. Gianni, Lonnie, Remy, they all ready. You the one that's not doing what you need to do. Shocker? No, it's not a shocker. Jeanette, don't. Jeanette, listen. And this is the thing. When you have a guy friend, they don't listen. You know what I'm saying? They don't always listen to what they don't. I'm telling him what to do, and he don't want to do what I'm telling him to do. He's hard headed, and he doesn't realize that would be a great village. He's being slow. Okay, he doesn't. He's not picking up what I'm putting down. He's just not, and it's gonna be a while before he gets it. But he's young, and men, their sperm is good for a long time. So eventually we'll get there, and all the things. But yeah, he give about a year. Hopefully he won't be that slow. But we got things to prep for before he does that, because right now all he does is wear work clothes, which consists of shorts in the wintertime. So we got a little work to do before he meet his baby mama. So she could be like, ooh, who that? We gotta work up to that part. He said you don't listen. I ain't picking up shit. Bullshit. See? A long way to go. We got a long way to go. Oh Lord. Anyways. Alright, y'all. Yeah, I wasn't talking. I wasn't talking. I just said I know what you need to do to get your baby mama. Cause you don't listen. Again, I'm leaving it alone. Oh, he said, yeah, get the F off this shit. Now, why you cussing like that? Now me and Brett Fox gonna have to have a conversation because he cussing. Don't do that. I didn't cuss at you. Don't be doing that. Don't be doing that. Anyway, all right, y'all. I will see y'all next Sunday at 7 p.m. Every Sunday, 7 p.m. I will see y'all later. I've got a couple things to do. So I'm going to see y'all next Sunday. Until next time. Bye, y'all. Love y'all. Good night.